Welcome back to the X-Centric Collector channel. I'm Talent the X-Centric Collector, and today we're going to be covering Phoenix, the Deluxe Phoenix. Let's get into it.
Cerebro Online.
Cerebro, pull up file Phoenix Deluxe 2024.
Accessing file. Phoenix Deluxe 2024. Retail price $49.99. Aftermarket price high $64.99. Low $33.99. Accessories: alternate hands, alternate head, Phoenix Firebird.
This is one of the last figures to come out in 2024, and what a figure it is. We got a Dark Phoenix and a Retro Wave in 2023, but this is the benevolent version of the Phoenix. I believe the last time we got one of these was the Juggernaut Bathwave in 2016, so this is a tremendous upgrade. When this figure initially came out, it was posted on websites for $34.99, but apparently that was some kind of mistake. If you got your order in before they changed the price, they honored the $34.99 price. However, they quickly adjusted it to $49.99. I have a feeling this one will go up quite a bit in price over time. Once again, the packaging is very nice with the beautiful artwork and window back on the boxes. Always a nice touch, so we can actually see what we're getting. She came with an alternate head, which looks amazing, and a pair of alternate fisted hands, as well as the Firebird display, which acts as a stand, and it's probably one of the better Phoenix accessories we've gotten in years, maybe the best ever. In my opinion, this is by far the best Phoenix figure available to date. Let's take a look at Phoenix out of the package. So here we have the Phoenix, Deluxe Phoenix in hand. Look at that face. The digital printing that they're using on these faces are incredible. They don't even look like toys anymore. It's so cool. And this piece we have, the Phoenix Force, super awesome too. This is the best one they've done yet. And the head moves, but that's the only articulation we have on this thing. It's in the stand. It actually pops out from the base, but I'm gonna leave it in because it was a little rough getting it in there. Well, let's take a closer look at this figure. We have the double jointed elbows, so you can get some really great movement. Look at that, awesome. So much articulation on modern figures. You can get them into some amazing poses. Right now I have her with the fisted hands, but she also comes with a couple of open hands, which I will probably be using these open hands on this figure. Double jointed knees, so you get that full range of motion. Absolutely awesome. And the ankles, I don't see, oh, yep. We have the ankle pivot. Helps with standing the figure. And of course, you know, the back and forth, there we go. New figures are always hard to move and you don't want to like force it, but you got to work it a little bit. She's got her sash. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. We have the alternate head that she came with. I'm actually going to be using this alternate head that she came with on the Dark Phoenix because it's just a superior head in my opinion. Look at that. The hair flowing. Look at that. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm really digging this. This is my favorite version of the Phoenix thus far. I can't imagine they're going to be doing another one anytime soon. The last time we got a Phoenix figure, it was in the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave, which we actually covered already. So this video will have a lot of the same information because it is the Phoenix. Absolutely awesome. Loving this figure. Did any of you guys pick this one up? What are you thinking about it? What display are you going to put it in? Because I'm still conflicted. I have my Dark Phoenix in my Cosmic display, so I have to come up with something creative to do this good version of the Phoenix. But yeah, digging it. Absolutely love it. Now she fits into the stand. There's that porthole right here for her foot. I'll show you how that goes in. Just slide that foot in there.
And if you move this leg around, you can get her to kind of balance in there. Pretty dope. I'm very pleased with this figure. It was a deluxe, so you couldn't possibly fit this in a regular package, so had to be a deluxe. Absolutely love this Phoenix. I'm excited to display her, but I still don't know what kind of display I'm gonna make. If you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the comments and let me know.
Okay, let's get into a little Phoenix history.
Phoenix, first appearance, The X-Men number 101, 1976. Created by Chris Claremont, writer Dave Cockrum, artist.
The Phoenix Force is one of the oldest known cosmic entities, said to predate darkness and the universe itself. It's an immortal manifestation of the universal force of life and passion. It is a creation of the universe that was born of the void between states of being. The Phoenix is the nexus of all psychic energy of the past, present, and future in all realities of the multiverse. In fact, there is only one Phoenix Force in all the universes in the multiverse. The Phoenix Force is the guardian of creation and the dangerously powerful Emcron crystal. It was drawn to Earth when it felt the mind of a human that resonated with the Phoenix's energy. A young Jean Grey. Jean had telepathically linked her mind to her dying friend to try and keep the girl's soul from moving to the afterlife. And doing so, Jean's mind was being dragged along to the other side. Phoenix lent its energy to break the connection and kept close watch on young Jean, as it felt a kinship with the young mutant. Years later, the X-Men were on a mission in space, and when they were trying to return to Earth aboard a space shuttle, the damaged shuttle didn't have enough shielding to protect them from the lethal radiation. Jean volunteered to pilot the shuttle, while the other X-Men stowed away in a more protected part of the shuttle. But upon re-entry, the lethal radiation became too much for Jean to withstand. She began to succumb to the lethal effects. As Jean was dying, her mind called out for help. The Phoenix Force answered and saved her. It was the Phoenix that responded to Jean's telepathic calls for help. Jean fell into a coma, and she held onto the Phoenix Force's hand, and it was then that the Phoenix felt her heart's desire to save the X-Men and herself. Simultaneously, the Phoenix Force fully took on the form, memories, and personality of Jean Grey by absorbing a portion of her consciousness. The Phoenix then used its powers to ensure the survival of the X-Men. In their return to Earth, as they crash-landed into Jamaica Bay off New York City, there the Phoenix kept Jean in a coma-like state, placing her within a sort of cocoon structure, which rested for years at the bottom of the bay, slowly restoring Jean to health. In the meantime, the Phoenix Force took Jean's place as a member of the X-Men, without the X-Men having any clue what was happening. After having spent some time on the team, with the X-Men not knowing the Phoenix was there, Lilandra and the Shi'ar were going through a sort of civil war. Lilandra's evil brother D'Ken was trying to use the mystical Emcron crystal as a weapon to control the universe. In doing so, he damaged the crystal, which nearly caused the complete destruction of the universe. After defeating D'Ken and restoring order to the Shi'ar, the Phoenix was able to repair the damaged energy matrix at the core of the Emcron crystal. It isn't until sometime later, after living life as Jean and falling into the hands of Mastermind and the Hellfire Club, that she becomes corrupted. But that's a story for another figure and another episode. Let's check out Phoenix's powers and abilities.
Powers and abilities: astral projection, telekinesis, telepathy, empathy, as Phoenix Force, cosmic pyrokinesis, matter manipulation, resurrection, teleportation, immortality.
So we're covering the Phoenix. We've covered Jean Grey twice already. Once as Jean Grey Phoenix, which is just a code name, and then Jean Grey. So if you want to get deeper into the astral projection, telekinesis, telepathy, and empathy, you can check those videos out. Of course, the Phoenix perfectly duplicated Jean and was capable of all those abilities, but the Phoenix Force itself has a whole other set of powers. Cosmic pyrokinesis is probably the ability most people associate with the Phoenix. It creates cosmic flames under any condition. It doesn't matter whether it's in the vacuum of space or underwater. These flames do not require oxygen to burn. The flames burn so intensely that all matter is consumed with no byproducts like ash. It has absolute control over the flames, and the flames will only consume what the Phoenix wills it to. They typically manifest as a raptor or part of a raptor. And we're not talking about dinosaurs here, people. We're talking about the bird of prey. So we will often see wings or talons, as well as the full flaming Phoenix itself. Next is matter manipulation, which is one of the most powerful abilities in the Marvel Universe. It's not quite to the level of reality warping, but you can manipulate all forms of matter. Another thing the Phoenix is well known for, resurrection. Being that the Phoenix is a primordial manifestation foundation of the universal force of life and passion, it makes sense that death is not known by the Phoenix. Not only can the Phoenix resurrect itself after seemingly being killed, it can also resurrect its host or any other being at will. Teleportation is another power that you may have seen. The original animated series, or if you read any of the comics, you can see the Phoenix teleporting the X-Men across the universe in the blink of an eye. So there's no limitations on its teleportation, unlike lots of other teleporters that have a limited range. Another power is immortality. This being, like I said, has been around since even before the universe was formed. So it has no end and no beginning. The Phoenix Force is immortal in every sense of the word. It was not born, it does not age, and it will not die. It has a plethora of other abilities, but they're all connected in one way or another to the ones I've listed. Maybe one day we'll do a deep dive where we can just get into examples of those powers and how it's been used in the past. But for now, let's see how those powers rank on the power grid. Cerebro, please pull up the power grid.
Accessing power grid. Analyzing structure.
You can find these power grids at marvel.fandom.com or on the backs of various Marvel trading cards. As you can see on the grid, the lighter blue is when the Phoenix is posing as Jean Grey, and the darker blue is the Phoenix's actual power in each category. First, we have strength. She's at a 7. And I'm just going to go ahead and state the obvious now. They're all at a 7. So we'll just get right to it. The Phoenix is at omnipotent strength. It has no upper limits. There's nothing it can't lift, move, restrain, or otherwise. Omnipotent strength is God tier strength, and the Phoenix has it in spades. On to intelligence. Our second 7. The Phoenix is omniscient, meaning it possesses and knows knowledge of everything. There's no teaching the Phoenix about math or history or any subject for that matter, with the exception of experience and human feelings, which is why it enjoyed being Jean a little too much. But like I said, we'll get into that when we get into the Dark Phoenix action figure. On to speed. Our third 7. Light speed. And for the Phoenix, it's actually faster than light speed because it can teleport. And not just teleport anywhere on Earth, but rather anywhere in the universe instantaneously. There is nothing faster than the Phoenix. Next category, fighting ability. Our fourth 7, invincible. Knowing all things and being immortal, the Phoenix literally knows every form of fighting that ever was and ever will be. Invincible. What more can you say? Next category, durability. The fifth 7, indestructible. Impossible to kill or even be injured. There have been instances where the Phoenix host has died, but the Phoenix can resurrect them, and the Phoenix itself cannot die. So any attack on the Phoenix would be in vain. On to agility, our sixth 7. On the power rating card here, it says metahuman, extraordinarily beyond the natural limits of a human. That doesn't even apply to the Phoenix. The Phoenix's agility is well beyond that of most beings that have ever existed. Oftentimes, being formless provides it agility that is hard to even comprehend. And on to the final category. The seventh 7 is energy projection, supernova, exploding sun. And as I stated earlier, the Phoenix flames can literally burn anything into nothing, not even ashes left. If the Phoenix decides it's going to blast you, there's pretty much nothing you can do, and it's a guarantee there will be nothing left. Taking one look at Phoenix's grid, with every category being at a 7, it's easy to see why even beings like Galactus fear the Phoenix Force. Luckily for all the beings in all realities, that the Phoenix is a benevolent entity, because if it wasn't, no universes would exist. There are only a handful of ancient beings in our universe that come even close to the power of the Phoenix Force. I highly recommend reading the original Chris Claremont run of the Phoenix, or if you're more of an animation person, watch the original X-Men animated series. They did a great job giving an introduction to the Phoenix. We did get to catch a glimpse of the Phoenix Force in X-Men 97, which I can't recommend enough. And that reminds me, Cerebro, let them know.
Be sure to check out X-Men 97 reactions with talent. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, definitely go check out those X-Men 97 reaction videos. Season 1 was amazing. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Every click goes a long way into helping the channel, and I greatly appreciate every one of you. That's all for this one. I'm Talent, the X-Centric Collector, reminding you, keep collecting. And until next time, Excelsior!